This show was created to educate and inspire our viewers to become better versions of themselves.
All right, you're watching the Power Hour. I'm your host, DJ Larry Jones. In today's fast-paced world, it's crucial to have a positive and growth-oriented mindset in order to succeed. Today's guest is here to teach us how to change our mindset and how to live in our purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nicole Welch. Nicole, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing really good. First off, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Now, I want to jump right into it. Why is having a growth mindset important?
Because what you think is what is reality. So if you go into your day with a negative mindset, poor me to everything, that's what you're going to attract throughout the day. So when you have a positive mindset and a mindset of maybe I'm not where I want to be right now, but I will be there in the future, putting it out there, as silly as it sounds, it comes back to you. So whether it's positive, negative, you're attracting that all day long.
Right. Now, what are some common misconceptions about mindsets?
I think people just think it's not true. People think that there's no way that how you train your brain can affect the outcome of what you get in life. And I think people just think it sounds silly and that there's no way that can actually happen. The same thing with manifestation or law of attraction. People think it's just something silly people say and there's no truth or science behind it.
Exactly. Like I said, you can wake up in the morning with a horrible mindset and that will definitely determine your day.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right about that. Now, can you share some tips on developing a positive mindset?
It's literally like going to the gym every day. When you start a gym or a workout routine, you may have an end goal. Are you going to get there the first time you go to the gym? No. Are you going to get there the first month you go to the gym? No. But just like going to the gym, our brain is a muscle. So every single day that we are continuing to start training our brain to think of things in a more positive way. So even if something really negative happened and you think to yourself, it could have been worse, or at least this came out of it. Eventually, your brain just starts thinking this way. I actually ran into a gentleman the other day who it just made me think of how much this is true with a positive mindset. He had started his own company a few months ago. It's doing amazing. And he's like, I'm so busy today. And I said, that's a blessing. He said, it is a blessing. He had lost his job after 17 years. So you could take that as poor me, that go down a completely negative path where everything negative is just coming at you all the time. But he took it as this is the universe's way of pushing me into the fact that I have always wanted to have my own business. He said he was comfortable. He's making great money. He's like, so why would I dive into it? But my point was, he looked at a negative situation of he was let go of a job after 17 years of dedicating his time there. And he took that as, obviously he had been training his brain for a while of, I'm going to take this as a sign. I'm going to take this as a negative that's actually a positive. And now because he's spent so much time kind of helping himself think that way, he has a successful business because he knew how to take a negative situation and see the bright side of it. So it just takes time. You just have to put in the work.
Right. Definitely got to put the work in. It's not easy, because we've grown so accustomed to doing what we do on a daily basis and think the way we think in this crazy world. So it's easy to get out of, that mindset and into a poor one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for people who may be listening right now saying, well, okay, it sounds good, but I'm in such a pickle with whatever I'm in. How can I change my mindset and get into a better one and stay there?
So baby steps. So you're not going to be there overnight.
Right.
Every day, just look at something small. So when you're in that mindset where everything's so negative, it is hard to get out of because you almost feel buried into that. So take something small every day and be grateful for that. Even just grateful for your life and your health. We look at so often of like, well, I don't have this and this went wrong, but like we're alive, we're breathing. Tomorrow isn't promised. So just taking something small every day. And I'm a big person on writing things down. So write 5 things down that you're grateful for that you already have and 5 things that you want in the future. It doesn't have to be like money or things. It could just be, I want to feel happy. I want to feel good about myself. but just little tiny baby steps. And eventually those will turn into giant steps.
And you'll be where you want to be.
Exactly.
All right. Now, explain, how does a positive mindset affect productivity?
It affects everything.
Everything,
So,
right?
everything. So when you have a negative mindset, you are going to look at things of, I have to do this. And this is even if it's something that's going to take you 30 minutes, you're like, I don't want to do this. It affects every single thing you do. It also affects the people that are attracted to you. So if you go into, let's say, work and you have a negative mindset and you're just negative all day long, who do you think the people that are going to be attracted to talking to you that day are?
Yeah.
The positive person that sits around the corner? No way.
Right. Now, let's go into determining your outcome. How can someone determine the outcome? You know, I mean, I know it's things we do in life that determines whether it's good or bad. If you do something,
Right.
there's going to be some repercussions and you know, but a positive outcome. What should we do to determine a positive outcome in our life?
There's a lot of things. I mean, I think just being a good person, as simple as that sounds, that really helps a positive outcome. And just focusing on the positive in every single situation, even a bad one. Like, it's where I'm at, the weather's terrible today. It took me a long time to get here, but the positive outcome was that I got here. I got here safe. I didn't get in an accident. So I think that a positive outcome can just take time, but it's just looking at the good in every single situation that you do and being a good person, because I truly believe that everything you do, good or bad, comes back to you. So even as silly as it sounds, you know, saying hi to someone, giving someone, I'm a big person on giving someone a compliment. So go out there. If you see someone, you like their shirt, say, I like your shirt. You look nice today.
Yeah. Those
type of things, positivity attracts positivity. So I think it's a combination of a lot of different things. But when you are a good, positive person and it takes work. It's not, you know, every day I work on it. It's not every day that I wake up, you know, like, yippee, it's a new day. Like you have to put your mindset there, because when you do that, so many more things happen.
Right. And a simple smile and a head nod to do sometimes. You know,
exactly.
You know, let's run down a couple of pointers to determining your outcome. So I have a few here, and you can elaborate on it. Number one I got is, what is your ultimate goal?
What is my ultimate goal?
As far as someone wanting to change their outcome, determine their own outcome, I think they would have to figure out their ultimate goal into a happy life.
Yeah.
You know, a life that they want to be in, a happy life, a place in life rather they want to be in. Determine your ultimate goal, and then what do you want to achieve within the next 5 years? People should think about.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I have another one. What are you passionate about? Find out what you're passionate about and do it. You know, do you have a few you can run down with us?
Yeah, it's very similar to that. But even in life, what do you want out of life? What do you want successfully? What do you want, you know, for your personal life? And what kind of person do you want to be? A lot of times we look at things as, you know, business related, or we don't look at things as like as a whole, because I truly, and I know I said this, like, I think of your brain as it's a muscle. It's the same as going to the gym. So when we all aren't here on earth someday, and I know this is kind of like deep and going a different way, but what do you want people to say about you?
Yeah.
When you're not there, what do you want people to think about you? When we all you have a person then, and we all have a special person in our life, whether it's a friend or family member or someone you're in a relationship with, that just makes you have that, like, that sparkly feeling inside. Like, I would love to be that person for people. So it's just, I think, what kind of person do you want to be? And everything else kind of comes along with that. Because when you get that in line with what you want, it affects your personal life, it affects your career, it affects so many other things. So I think it's even just starting with that of, what do you want people to say about you when you're not around?
Yeah. You know, that's really good. We don't tend to think about that when we're gone. We're thinking here and, you know, but let's move forward. Now, I want my audience to know a little bit about you. Tell us about you and your background.
Yeah, so I have been in sales for 17 years. And I have always, in everything that I've done, I love helping people. Like, even if it's something small, it is my favorite thing that I do. And so I decided to start my social media pages, not too long ago, and I've had some pretty great response already from it. And my goal of it is to help people realize that they can be whoever they want to be. If they're stuck, where they are dealing with some mental health issues or confident issues, or maybe they're not where they want to be in their personal or professional lives, there's little things you can do every single day that can help you achieve all of those goals. So my main goal is just, I have a blessed life. I've, spent a lot of time on, in sales, can be a lot of negativity. And I've worked very hard my entire career in that to not get into that. And even in a bad situation, if someone was upset, I'm like, I tried to turn it into, the complete opposite. And so my goal in life now is just, if I can even help one person feel more positive and better about their life and about themselves, and show them that they can do anything, and we have one life. So that's what I'm trying to do.
And live it happy and live it to the best of your ability, right?
Exactly.
Now, have you always been this happy? I mean, me, I'm going to tell you, I had to get to this place where I'm at now. It was a journey. It was a journey.
Yeah.
I was, not that I was a hothead or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I used to tend to look at things from a downward perspective. Everything was like, oh, well, whatever. And it took me having a heart attack a few years ago, to get to this point in life. So definitely, like I said, a simple smile, a nod, a hello would change a person's life. You know what I mean? And get them out of that stress factor mode.
Exactly.
Because that stress will definitely take you somewhere physically you don't want to be. That's what happened to me. So now I'm Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. But other than that, I do thank you for joining me on the show today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. If people want to follow you on social media, how can they do that?
I'm at Nicole_Welch 1111. So I'd love to have whoever would like to follow me and comment. And if you have any, things that anyone's been struggling with or have any ideas, I love to hear feedback from people.
What message would you like to leave for people today?
That you can achieve whatever life you want, whatever dreams you want. It's within you. You have the power of changing that. And it's just simple steps every day to train your brain to look at the bright side in things instead of the negative.
Here you go. You're watching the Power Hour right here on Soul TV. Thank you so much, Nicole Welch.
Thank you.
The Power Hour is brought to you by Soul TV.